it's Rufus Wainwright, and you're listening to Russel Howard on Six Music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. How cool is that? How did you get that?
Oh, I bumped into him yesterday, didn't I, in Brighton?
How did you do that?
Seen him. He was in Brighton
Are
yesterday.
you joking?
No, I went up to him and got him to record that.
You are
That
joking.
was your surprise, so mine better be good.
Oh my God! Did you really?
That's
do
on
that?
Cartwall, so we can use that. That's our trail to use at any point now.
Hang on, you listen to Six Music very well indeed.
Morning.
What's happened, John? You listen to Russell and John. John's just surprised me.
Yeah.
Why do you do this every week? I've got stuff planned for you that's nowhere near as good as that.
Yeah, well, I'm an exceptional human being, and it's important that other people around me feel worse than me.
So take me through that.
Oh, well, it was a slightly awkward... I stalked him for about half hour.
Did you?
Because he's in Brighton. He was in Glasgow,
Yeah.
as we know, and later on we'll be playing a live track
Why
from
didn't you tell?
Glastonbury.
We spoke yesterday. You could have mentioned this.
But then it wouldn't have been a surprise.
Why do you do this?
Because I like surprises.
Oh, do you know what's really depressing about that? I was quite cocky with you on the phone, wasn't I?
You were quite cocky with me on the phone
Kinda
when
got
you
up.
decided to pick it up the 6th time.
I've got a surprise, I said to you. I've
Yeah.
got a surprise for you. And then you... Oh, so go on, carry on. So you saw him, you followed him down the street.
Well, I was having some lunch with a close personal friend.
Yep.
And I saw someone in very tight red trousers walk with quite a relaxed air into the restaurant over the road, and I thought, he's a look of Rufus Wainwright about him.
Yeah.
And I says to my friend, I says, he's a look of Rufus Wainwright about him.
Who was your friend?
My friend Carly from Brighton.
Right.
So-
Lady... Hang on a minute. Lady friend?
yeah, I got lady friends.
You have not got lady friends?
All right, maybe it was Steve.
Okay.
The more I watched,
Yeah.
the more I thought that is Rufus Wainwright. So I made a few calls, find out where he was, and apparently he's playing Brighton tonight. So I thought, well, that's definitely him. Didn't want to go over while he was eating.
Well, you're a gentleman, John. You're a gentleman.
Yeah, so what I did is I sat outside Cafe Nero for half an hour
Absolutely.
until I saw him leave. And then as he walked past, I went, and then I put a phone in his face, and he said that. I don't know how he understood.
God, that's incredible.
Yeah, lovely guy, I will say that now. Smashing guy, he was very nice.
Oh, he's so lovely. You sound like an old lady who's met a hero as well. Lovely fella.
Well, I slightly panicked. I said, oh, I think you're amazing, I went to see you in
Slow
Portsmouth.
down. Were you saying it like that? Or you weren't putting any pauses?
Pretty much.
Right.
I didn't want to leave him a gap because he would have left.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's got stuff to do, and he was on his own, so I thought, he's going to be
I'd
nervous.
pay money to see you, mate, and that would have been fantastic.
I had to hold the
Hiya, how you doing? Lovely trousers, very tight, but that's fine, isn't it? It's fine. Hey, Coffee Nero, what'd you go for? Like, I don't like Coffee Nero for me.
Well, I got an iced coffee because I thought if he leaves by
Exact-
the back door, I'm going to need to go quickly and carry
Exactly.
this with me, and I don't want a danger of spillage.
Always thinking. And then he just recorded it and then walked off.
I said, will you record a message for a radio show I do? Well, it's slightly awkward because I said, I came to see you in Portsmouth a couple of weeks ago. It was great. He went, great, are you coming tomorrow? And I thought, well, back off a bit. I've already paid to see you once.
What?
You're building a new house, or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
I didn't say that, obviously. I said, no, I'm working. But then I thought, no, I should have told him I'm cool. Otherwise, he'll think I'm a dweeb.
You are cool. You paid £1.30 for a tip yesterday.
Yeah, in a taxi. Only £6.70, but just give me 12 back, mate.
Well, to be honest, that beats well, it's not really the first present we've got. If you listened to the show last week, it was quite awkward because I broke radio. I spilt some tea all the way down the desk and then had to apologise for doing so to everyone on the show. And
subsequent shows for the rest of the
yeah,
day.
everyone was moved out, very cross with me, lots of mistakes made. But the reason I did it, I was trying to get you a Teddy Ruxpin, wasn't I?
Yes, you were, yeah.
And somebody who was listening to the show tried to outbid me.
Right.
So I just left that one, so he had to pay 50 quid for that Teddy Ruxpin. I got a cheap one later. It hasn't arrived yet, but what has arrived, John, we have, you know that book we read about last week?
The book I got you that you hated?
John got me a book last week that was called, doing stuff in your house and putting on T-shirts or something, and I didn't really fancy it, I'll be honest. But the lady that sent the book in has sent us in 4 books, and she's got a little letter here. Listen to this, John, how cool is this, right? She says, Dear Russell and John, thanks, and she spoke your name correctly as well.
Thanks.
Thanks for the mention of the house book last Sunday. Thought you might like these to fight over. Thanks for a brilliant show. Right, lovely stuff. And her name is Jane. Jane Pickett. No less.
Thank you, Jane.
Now, look, we've got Neil Perry's Good Food.
Right.
What do you fancy? Do you fancy Dinner with Friends?
Always.
Or
Lonely Times.
do you fancy Sharing Plates by Jared Ingersoll? A table for all seasons, he claims. And Bill Granger's Everday. What are you going for?
Well, let's split them 2 all.
Okay. You can take...
Cracking looking books, though.
Do you want that? Bill
I'll
Granger?
take Billy, looks like a happy... Don't throw it!
It's coming over the top well cool. And do you want sharing plates as well?
I'll take sharing plates.
Sweet.
Oh, so you're having dinner with friends?
Oh, you can have dinner with friends.
No, you keep it, mate.
All right.
Clearly you want it.
Well, we've been playing a little game that we've been playing for ages
You've
now.
been playing a little
It's a
game.
lot of fun. Nothing cheers you up like that.
Yeah.
Little tip, if you're ever doing a radio show with John Richardson, just pop in a little swear just before you go on air. Loves it. Every single time, like a child, you giggle at that.
It's because I know one day you'll get it wrong. And you'll fade the mic up and say it, and that will be the end of our careers.
Well, we did it
so I
last-
have to enjoy the time we have.
We did it last week. And it was fun.
Lovely me-mail coming in.
Me-mail?
Yeah.
What did you say?
From Chris. Hey, Russell and John. I only discovered your show about 3 weeks ago, but it's already the easily the funniest thing.
Start again.
Hi, Russell and John.
Yeah.
I only discovered how to write about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
But I'm pleased to be able to email you to tell you that your show is easily the funniest thing on the radio since Mark and Lard.
Well, there you go.
Praise indeed.
Well, indeed. I used to love Mark and Lard. When I was at... I can remember, like, digging in my garden. I was going for a very troubled stage. But my mum, you know, like summer jobs, I had to always dig the garden up, and I was rubbish at it.
It's just to keep you occupied, wasn't it?
was mainly
Russell
just...
getting in my way again. Will you go and dig the garden for me, lad?
Can I put my cape on, if you like? My voice is knackered.
Get cape, wear cape, dig.
Yeah, somebody accused me of being... Oh, it was really weird. One of my regular Google searches of my own name.
Right, 3 a day,
Yeah.
morning, noon and night.
Absolutely. Somebody claims to have had a conversation with me at the Get Cape, Wear Cape gig about coats, and I've never been to see him. So someone's out there pretending to be me, chatting about coats.
Wow.
Whoever you
They
are,
must stink.
pep your chat up a bit. What's the other email we just had? You can email us in or text us.
We've got a few in. Well, do you want to do these? We've had some emails in from girls to you.
Let's not do
one
it.
girl very angry that you're coming to King's Lynn. She ain't going to be there.
Right.
Hey, Russell and John. And then straight in, the rest is Russell orientated, no offence, John. Came to your show on Wednesday night, just wanted to say thanks.
Oh, let's not do this.
Never been to any stand-up comedy before, you had me crying with laughter.
Great.
I had girls crying at gigs this week, but for different reasons.
Not your chainsaw stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why I still do it.
How are you? Oh, that was a bit awkward then.
Yeah, there was a silence, wasn't
What
there?
I wanted, but I had a poem about that.
A poem about what?
About silence. For what, you know, the moments in our show.
Is that why you did that?
Yeah, there's a moment.
You're slicker than I ever knew.
Well,
Is
you
that,
know.
there's a reason you spilt tea in the machine last week, isn't there? It'll come up.
I bought this book of poetry, and I recommend you go out and get it. It's fantastic. It's called Best Love Poems, and there's a big picture of an owl and a pussycat on the front. It's lovely, right? Now, listen, how much is this you, right? This is by Oyden Nash. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. Thought of you straight away.
Is that it?
That's the first one. There's some absolute belters. I'll read them out in your voice. This is Wishes of an Elderly Man. Now, never...
That's already a good title for a poem.
This is by Walter Riley. I wish I loved the human race. I wish I loved its silly face. I wish I liked the way it walks. I wish I liked the way it talks. And when I'm introduced to one, I wish I thought, what jolly fun. That is you, isn't it?
That's pretty much me,
In
yeah.
a nutshell.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the present I had for you, I'll be honest.
Right.
I went out and bought some poetry books, and I thought I'd give them to you, but I thumbed through them myself first.
Yeah.
And I realise now I can't give them to you because you bought me better presents. But me and Adam Deneen have been chatting about what we're going to get you next week.
Right.
And we can't... What do you want? I'll get you anything.
You don't ask for stuff, do you? There's some stuff you ask for, and there's some stuff that you just give people. I couldn't have seen Rufus Wainwright and not rugby tackled him in the street
That's
and
fair
held
point.
the phone to his face.
Absolutely.
I've never forgiven myself.
Hey, I tell you what.
And the day we see the Chuckle Brothers, you get a trail recorded for me. How's that?
Oh, they're lovely. Well, that's it. The only way I can top that is if I get Mark Lawrenson in here with, like, Jennifer Ellison, and they both chat to you. Look, and you lit up then. That was fantastic. That was it. Imagine that. If
I was going to do a joke about Mark Lawrence and Jennifer Ellison.
Nah, you
But I
were.
left it.
You were too excited. Laura and Ellison sat there. Hiya. I can't. How you doing?
All right.
How excited would you be?
I'd be very excited.
Hey, here's a present. Do you like Kilimanjaro by Baby Shambles?
I like Kilimanjaro.
That's the mountain. But do you
That's
like?
what it
Do you like
says.
the song?
Yeah, why not?
Lovely stuff. That's great. We've got a trail. Listen to this.
BBC Six Music at Glastonbury.
Slick. That was me pressing a button there. That's when I put you in the mood of it, you know, that makes you feel like you're... Do you feel like you're there, John? You in a tent?
Yeah, I'm going to smear myself in mud and have someone's wet dreadlocks draped across my face.
Oh, I enjoy it. Do you ever fancy going when you see?
No,
No.
not a festival, man. But, you know,
I wish I loved the human race.
I wish I loved mud and excrement while I watch bands.
That's the extra. That never made it to the poem, which is a shame. Actually, you've been to a festival. You went to that festival where you got that those free
Those
shoes.
free shoes that I keep
Yeah.
going on about.
Yeah, but you did. What was it called again?
Gilfest.
Gilfest, yeah.
I've been to festivals.
Yeah.
They just don't particularly care for the whole thing.
It'd be nice
There's a
if
reason
sun-
bands do gigs indoors, so you don't get wet.
But you don't fancy that. You don't feel like getting down and dirty and maybe,
it's horrible.
Maybe meeting somebody in a
I heard someone doing an interview and they went, "Yeah, last year it just totally rained loads, but we all clubbed together and just slept in each other's tents."
that would be
Get off me.
That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Imagine somebody. Oh, that would be fantastic. There's someone quite drunk and various other substances.
People drink at these festivals.
That would be great. Just somebody just turning up in your tent.
Yeah.
just.
Wrong tent, sunshine. Not in here.
There's a reason there's a padlock on the zip.
The gig's fun though. In the big comedy tent, the big marquee.
At Glasgow?
Yeah.
Have you done Glasgow?
Yeah. It was good fun. I was kind of comparing, so you sort of do long stints. And what's very bizarre, there's kind of like these old comics that are huge. Like there's a guy called Attila the Stockbroker, who I haven't seen on the circuit since I've been doing it, and the place went mental. It was great, and there's a guy called Rory Motion who's sung these very odd folk.
That's clever.
Yeah. He sang these really sort of like tiny folk songs about being in a bus in York, and honestly, there were thousands of people rammed in. Kind of, Rory's on, So there's these kind of like these guys have obviously been going for years. It was fantastic. But then also a good friend of ours, Incognito, was more drunk than I've ever seen him, and he went crazy at me.
Right.
And I saw my uncle smashed off his face, starting a fight with a car.
Yeah.
So that was a bit weird. It was just we were driving through the mud leaving, and you see this bloke hitting a car, and I sort of said, "Oh, that's my uncle, that is. We should probably drive on." If you listen to the show for the first time, hello, hope you're very well indeed. Listen to Russell Howard and John Richardson.
All right.
Look at you. But John had a bit of a relationship with, what's her full name? Tina O'Brien, I believe.
Yeah.
You had a calendar of hers. And
Yeah.
you were talking.
That's not really a relationship.
Well, no, but it was, it's quite full on, wasn't it? You used to have arguments with them, all right?
Oh, she used to upset me. She used to wind me up, looking at all the other calendars, just because she knew I was looking.
Have you still got that up?
No.
Should we do the news quiz?
All right, let's do the news
It's
quiz.
exciting. Now,
Not the news quiz.
Not the news quiz, but it's better. Every week.
Sandy talks
There
big.
she is again. Right.
Keeps phoning in.
It's very simple. It's true or false. Because the news is getting more and more ridiculous, me and John thought we'd do this little thing where I test him to see whether he can figure out what is fact and what's
You're
fiction.
well excited about it this week,
This
aren't
week
you?
I've got you. There's no way that you're not going to...
3-0 down. I'm going
Right,
to
here we
have to
go.
keep score myself.
Yeah. Jude, you can shout out if you want to play. Play at home. Here we go. Right. The actor who plays Harry Potter villain Draco Malfoy is reportedly related to real-life witches. True or false?
I tell by the grin in your face that that's true, because you think I'm going to say false. Yeah, it's all about reading the cards.
Mark it down as true. All right, no looking at my face.
J1R0.
If you wear...
Tick.
Stop. If you wear a mask on the back of your head and you reduce the risk of being attacked by a tiger, true or false, John?
False.
True!
Oh.
Absolutely true, yeah.
I
Jude
don't
knew it was
believe
true.
that.
It's true, my friend Steve's mum told me.
Oh no, you're not having that.
What?
You are not
I'm
having that.
yeah.
That's your source.
Oh, she's
Steve's
a
mum.
scientist. She's
Scrapped
a scientist.
Off.
Well, no
Scrapped
way, that's
no
true.
Way.
Get me a tiger, get me a mask.
Unbelievable. Has she ever been attacked by a tiger?
Yes.
Right, well then it doesn't work, does it?
No, because as she was coming round after the tiger attack, someone went, "You silly bugger, where's your face mask?"
Right. I'm not having it.
1-1, John.
You're not having
I've put
stuff
true
from
here.
your mate Steve's mum.
What, I call her a liar?
Yeah.
Somebody text in 64046. Anyone who's been attacked by a tiger, and anyone who hasn't, who had a face mask on. You have it on the back of your head. I don't know what.
Don't
the face...
explain. I understand the story. I'm just questioning that it's true, because it isn't.
Well, put a question mark near that.
You're not having nothing. You ain't getting nothing.
The Queen is a massive fan of backgammon. True or false?
True.
Ah, false. Reel him in. We all know, John, that weeing on a jellyfish sting is a well-known antidote.
Yeah.
What about...
Doesn't work for bee stings, I found out in the park
What
this week.
about, John, please?
Angry kids.
What about sneezing on a verruca?
Oh, your eyes. You're sending me all the wrong way.
They will do that.
Sneezing on a verruca. False.
It is false.
Yeah.
An American lawyer has started right, keep it calm. Here we go. An American lawyer has started representing people who have suffered at the hands of aliens. True or false?
Oh, that's got to be true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake is afraid of antique furniture.
False. Oh, God. I started off badly this week. I was quite nervous, but 4-1 now.
The inventor of the bouncy castle was called Ted Bouncy.
False.
that?
I can't believe you made that up.
That's a cracker.
Ted Bouncy.
No, that's true. That's true.
Oh, get stuffed. No, it's not.
Yeah. It says true. It's true, yeah, Ted Bouncy.
It says true on what he typed out on the computer this morning.
Mariah Carey suffers from a rare condition where her dreams have no colour. She goes on to say, I saw a ball running towards a matador, but I couldn't see the red. God, it was frustrating.
God, it was frustrating. I'm going to go false there.
Ah, son of a...
Do you know, you had me. I was going to go true until the quote ended with, God, it was frustrating, which just doesn't sound like something Mariah would say.
In Scotland, firemen had to be called out to rescue a parrot with a fear of heights that got
True.
stuck. Yep.
They blasted it out of a tree with a hose. I used to have a bit of stand-up about that.
Okay, here's the last one. Kids are turning to drugs to pass exams.
True.
Yes, true.
Wow, you've really had a bad week there, mate.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's
Caffeine?
No, modafinil. It increases blood flow to the brain, short-term memory skills. Athletes aren't allowed to use it, but kids are.
8-1.
8-1?
8-1.
Flipping heck. That's my worst week yet.
Yeah, and that's without the lie about tigers.
That's true. If anyone... we haven't had any...
Have we had any texts in? Unbelievable.
64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk, specifically people with tiger-based knowledge.
What's happening when even people who've been attacked by tigers aren't texting in
I know,
in the morning?
John.
There's so many of them out there. We just need to unite them.
It's ridiculous. That's genuinely true, though. Jude said it was true before she turned on me.
Yeah, but that was a guess.
No, it wasn't a guess.
I think I've heard it.
Yeah, it's true.
In the big bumper book of lies to tell your friends on the radio.
I'm taking a point for that.
Google it.
You're not having it. All right, then.
Yeah, we'll Google it, absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I'm going to be magnanimous and just say you can have that. 8-2. Well played. 4-0. Back of the net.
Oh, sorry. I got very... I meant to say son of it, and then I came out.
Yeah,
with
well,
it.
that is the game you play.
Did you, what's interesting, when Rufus recorded that for us, are you talking in the background?
Well, I had to prompt him for the Six Music bit.
But you can hear him helping him out. For a 5-second bit, you can hear John's voice faintly in the background. Listen carefully.
Hi, it's Rufus Wainwright, and you're listening to Russell Howard on Six Music.
Six Music. Do it. Get it right.
Say it.
How fantastic.
Oh, I was shaking.
Well,
I don't often get like that, but I had to hold the phone to his face. It was a very homoerotic moment. He's used my phone. Lovely. He's spoken into my mobile phone.
Yeah, well, lots have. Did Lawrence speak into your phone?
No, well, he spoke into his phone.
Yeah.
He was in Andorra at the time.
Look at that,
to do some work to get hold of Laura, I tell you.
Lawrenson. Who's the... so that's technically meeting one of your heroes, because I got you... In fact, we had a fantastic text in somebody that saw him... Is that right, Duke? Can I have a look?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Somebody saw them down at... where is it? Sorry about this.
They're all about tigers.
Morning, Russell and John. I saw the Glastonbury coverage of Rufus Wainwright and thought he was amazing. If I was to get a couple of his albums, which ones would you recommend? Love to your mothers. 2 Kisses. Well, I'd go for... You want to start with a bit of... Probably start with Want One. That's the most accessible one.
I say just get one, and that counts as one, doesn't it? If you get
yeah,
both.
because it's now a double album, isn't it? Yeah,
get the double album.
Get that, and then work your way backwards. I'd start with Rufus Wainwright after that, then go Poses, and then the latest, which I think is the hardest to get into, but I quite like it.
Do you know, I'm really into the new album at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd say get one and get the new album.
I'd say get Want One and Poses, and then get the new one.
Yeah.
But those are the two. I think Poses and Want One.
Well, Poses has got the standout tracks on it, but the overall... I see, I'm not a massive fan.
You don't like chocolate milk? Well, you like chocolate milk, don't you?
I love a bit of chocolate milk, yeah. That's why the song don't work with me.
Tastes like a special cow.
If I listen to it every... I listen to it every time and just kind of go, it does. It's nice, though, come on.
Yeah.
But it's got Poses on, which for my money is his greatest song. But yeah, he's wonderful. If you've, because I only got into him about sort of John, please. About,
didn't do it.
Yeah,
But
I knew you were going to though.
Unbelievable.
But I saw him at Glastonbury as well, doing the Gay Messiah, and just amazing. And I've been to see him twice, and he's wonderful.
I told him that. I told him he was good.
Yeah, but you weren't into him at first, were you? I can remember when I used to play a bloody morning. I come downstairs. I want a fruit juice. I don't want woe in my ears. And now look at you, speaking to him on the phone in the street. I'm very
Speaking
jealous.
to him in the street, not on the phone.
Wow.
Live, face to face.
Did you high five him?
All right, Roof. All right, Jage. How's it going?
Hi, Jage. How are you? Hey, cool it, man.
That's about. Call me. I'm busy, mate.
And how did you say goodbye afterwards?
I can't remember. I think I just ran away because I remember sitting down. The first thing I did when I sat down was I went, yeah. It's a pretty unattractive noise to make, but he was well off. He was legging it.
I've got a lovely image of him recording it and you slapping his ass and going, thanks very much, Baghdaddy.
Love to your father.
Yeah. Love to your father. Well done, you. That's fantastic. We're getting some publicity photos done, and I like the idea. I was saying to John the other day of John in a suit, quite a tight-fitting suit.
You do like that idea.
Looking at a protractor, and maybe you can sort of like see that he's mouthing, yeah, like that, and me just maybe in pants covered in mud.
Right.
Like sort of going to hug you, and you're going, yeah, get off me, but your eyes say yes.
Right. I think text in suggestions for the Russell Howard and John Richardson calendar.
Yeah, no. What have you done there?
What?
You've opened up a can of words. Well, there's going to be people putting
a can of words. Someone's been reading a poetry book.
I said can of worms.
I've opened up a can of words. Yes, ladies, sit down and I shall talk to you about love.
I'll listen to you.
Through the medium of cereals.
Listen to you. I was having a meal with Carly. Who's Carly?
My friend.
Who's your friend, Carly? I've
got friends.
But not lady
friends. Says Mr. Yeah, I was out with Steve last night.
I went out with Steve.
1.5 late back. Jesus, them Diet Coke stick. I must have had 3 or 4.
But yeah, let's
trousered I was.
Let's do this calendar thing. It'll be fun. Text us 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with the photos you'd like to see John in.
And Russell.
No, mostly John. All right, we've had a lovely text in from Graham in Leeds. Hi, John and Russell. I'm trying to recover from a hernia operation. I had it on Wednesday. Sorry to hear that. I'd appreciate if you were a bit less funny, as it really hurts when I laugh and I can't switch you off.
Right.
He says, John, on a scale of waiting for God to Alan Partridge, could you keep it at about Never the Twain? Cheers, Graham in Leeds.
I'll see what I can do.
We'll see what we can do, John.
I've got lots of Tiger stuff.
I tell you what, you're going to have to eat your words, John, right?
Well, I'm not.
But there's a lot of people here. This is the first one, Vic and Kim. Ooh, it says tigers are learning the different... Oh, no, that's pretty weird, that, right? Yeah, well, let's start from the bottom. Just Googled it. It's true, apparently, the Carnivore Preservation Society say so, and they probably know a thing or two. Somebody says, I've never been attacked by a tiger, but was set upon by a team of raccoons once. Strangely, while shouting didn't work, hissing and chucking stuff at them did. Someone here says it's true, tigers are ambush predators, so they attack from behind. A mask on the back of your head dramatically reduces your chance of being attacked. That's from Jordan.
Well, that depends on the mask, though, surely, doesn't it?
That's a fair point.
It's a mask of, like, Dave Lee Travis or something.
Well, see, this is it, right? Someone's put... It also says tigers are learning the differences between masks and faces, so watch yourself if you're going to try it. I don't think anyone would try it. You'd have to be pretty ballsy to but if I was thinking that if you had like the kiss mask on the back of it, there's no way that a tiger's coming near you if it's like that. But then if you have like Jeanette Cranky, they'd probably fancy their chances. What mask would you choose of choice?
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue.
I've got a good tush.
That's a fair point. Yeah, well, just do... Yeah. Well, if they're learning about masks, maybe you have to change the entire back body. So you'd have like... You know those chef... the naked kind of pinny. You must have one of those.
I haven't got.
For special barbecues.
I've got proper chef's aprons.
Have you?
I'd have my Kylie Minogue mask, and then if I heard the tiger coming from behind me, I'd go, look out, tiger. I'm spinning around, and then I'd spin round and deck him.
But how would you know... Deck, lovely. How would you know the tiger's there?
I'd hear him. With my ears.
And you'd wait at that exact
I just hear him going, Kylie Minogue. And I go, tiger.
Guess again, tiger. It's me, John Richardson. Fly.
We've had a really... Now, we don't know who sent this in because they sent in a very, very long text. But whoever sent us the text about Mark Lawrenson in the shower, we've only got half of it. And it ends with, Laura was naked in there and was bending over. And you end there, and we need more. We're big fans of Laura on the show.
I tell you what, it's not a day to lose your programme, is it? £10?
£10.
So we really need to hear the rest of that. So if you could send it in, I know that's basically me sort of saying to you, whoever you are, please spend 20p, but please spend that 20p on the show. It'd be great. Now, we're playing board games. What have you had, John?
We've had a few board games in, is what we've had.
What are they?
This is a good one. This one came in from Christopher. It says, I'm not sure if you've already had this one as a board game. My friend told me about it last night. If you're in a public place, preferably sitting down somewhere, pick a person at random and commentate on them. You can make up a life for them or think where they might be going at a particular moment. Yeah. I've done that in the past. Yeah, it's quite a good game.
It's a lot of fun, that, yeah.
And you can invent proper stories about people.
You need people, though.
Generally aren't
It's
true.
great when they start moving and, kind of wandering over. But you do that about me. Oh, he's wandering over there, look, going into the front room. Oh, he's having some Rice Krispies.
Yeah, he's running down the street chasing a piece of tinfoil that just blew past him. Well, that'll be him gone for half hour.
It's the robot!
Am I doing more board games, are I?
Yeah. I was doing an impression... What was horrible about that? I was doing an impression of the way you think I speak. Oh.
Right.
That's like you going...
I should have sorted these out before, shouldn't
That's
I?
all right, John.
Dear John and Russell, I discovered something amazing this week.
Go on. A third nipple?
They're called Rainbow Drops, and they're basically Rice Krispies covered in neon-coloured sugar. They've been out for ages.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Get with the system.
Yeah, not for me.
They're not really worth the money. They're too light, aren't they? You eat loads of them.
What was that game about the dictionaries?
All right then. This is from Rich in Hitchin.
Go.
I'm going to Hitchin soon.
Do you hear that, Hitchin? You ready?
I'm not doing a gig. I'm just going there socially.
To meet Carly.
He sent. Are you going to press a button and do it? Go on, do a button. No, go on, do your little thing. You're going to press a button?
No.
What were you going to press?
I was going to press It's All Happening in Swindon.
Oh, we'll save that for later.
But then I realised, obviously, it's not in Swindon, it's in Hitchin.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind, the link was there.
Yeah.
Now, he sent in 2 Rich in Hitchin.
Go on!
One's roadkill. Player 1, the driver, resets the trip on the car speedo. Player 2 must guess how many roadkills are seen in the next 10 miles of driving.
Oh, I had a horrible week a few months ago. I killed so many animals accidentally.
Did you?
I killed a rat.
Right.
I ran over a rat in my car.
Well, that's a public service.
Killed loads of flies, obviously. And,
you can't count them.
You can if you're in a killing spree. And I killed a rabbit accidentally and a cat all in the one week. I felt horrific. It was just one of those, and you can't help but imagine that the cat belonged. The only way I could convince myself it was fine was the fact that it didn't belong to a little girl. It was fine. It belonged to a very horrible old man, and he mistreated the cat anyway. And the cat was out wandering, looking to end its life.
It was a suicide mission.
Luckily, exactly, John. I came along and put
on
it
your
out of its
bicycle.
misery. Yeah. It didn't belong to a child. It didn't belong to a child.
Right.
Anyways, so you see how many bits
killed
of
Mr.
roadkill?
Snugglebum.
No, he's fine. I did kill him though.
He sent in another one. My favourite games are, and then one's called What's the Word? Player 1 randomly opens the dictionary and reads out the text describing a particular word.
Well, John, you know how I like a dictionary.
That's the sound of Russell breaking wind there, but he does have a dictionary with him as well. Player 2 must guess the word in question. This continues until you both die.
Hey, I'll be player 1. You be player 2.
Right, well, let's not play it until we both die.
Okay.
Let's play it like best of 3.
Okay, right, first one, you go. Name and page, say when to stop.
Stop.
Right, okay.
Middle of the dictionary, we're looking sort of around J.
Oh, we're close. Let me have a look.
We should have picked a game that doesn't involve reading.
A room? No, we can't. We can't put that. That's Labyrinth. That'll end his world.
I watched Labyrinth again this week. Broiled a gammon steak and watched Labyrinth. Cracking Wednesday.
Oh, no. Yeah, listen to you.
Yeah, listen to you.
We came in to record something on Tuesday, and you were like, yeah, broiled a steak, no problems. On that Tuesday, you were so hungover. He was literally walking around Six Music, saying to himself out loud, what did I have? What did I have? What are you doing, John? I can't. I can't. Well, I was like, what's happened, mate? Is this something bad? I can't remember what I had for dinner last night. I'm wandering around. Well, what is it? Could it be? Did you have chips? No. Did I think no, I'm not sure. Oh, let me have a sit down and collect my thoughts. Started writing.
It was because it was an unorthodox dinner. I broiled a gammon steak, but then I was
drunk.
I was too drunk to cook potatoes.
Yeah. So
I had poppadoms with it and mango chutney.
And then, yeah, from nowhere, that was it. About half an hour later, randomly he goes, poppadoms! That's what I had on a tube. It looked weird. Right, John, here it is. It was a small tropical American monkey.
Marmoset.
Yes, Jonathan. Well
thanks
done.
very much.
Do you want to have a go now?
Specialist subject.
There you go.
I wish you wouldn't throw books.
Stop it, John.
You have to cancel the show because we've spilt words. This is a good one for you.
Right.
A man overly concerned with his clothes and appearance.
Vain.
No, look where we are in the dictionary. I'll give you a clue there. What's Jutane?
Is it dandy?
It's not dandy.
Overly concerned with clothes.
I'll give you an extra clue. It's a gig that you're doing soon, or possibly have already done.
Gigolo.
Gigolo? What are you talking about? Where did that come from?
Oh, he does that once a week.
No,
Just goes down there.
I don't do that anymore.
Get down.
What's going on?
Shake, 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 shake my booty.
Right, we're playing a song.
This is the last third of the dictionary. It's a word I know
Don't
you
do
like.
that. Okay.
It's short and fat.
Squat.
No. Do you want another guess?
Short and fat.
Slightly later on in the dictionary than squat.
Short and fat. Wide.
Tubby. A vast, flat, treeless Arctic region with a permanently frozen subsoil. Should know that. Basic geography.
Tundra.
Jude knows it.
Tundra.
Well done.
There you go.
And you thought it was one of the Thundercats.
Lovely stuff. It's actually nowhere near. It doesn't make any sense.
Tigra.
Come on, say stop.
Stop.
Right.
Just please stop.
Here we go. Here we are. A person who does not follow accepted ideas or behaviour.
Well, that could be several things.
You better hurry up, John, because we've got to play a live track from Glastonbury by the Arcade Fire. Wake up.
A person who doesn't... is non-conformist.
Way! Well done, John. Listen, on what?
Yeah,
what show?
listen.
What show, Doug?
I've got something for you.
What show, Doug?
Radcliffe and McConey.
Nice.
And Gideon Cole.
I believe we stole all of their name tags at the radio party.
Yeah, it was McConey that ratted us
He
out.
ratted
I
us
think,
out, the
to the
skunk.
big wigs.
Yeah. Although Chris Evans...
Some guys are going round causing trouble.
What? Sean Ryder was there?
He was doing an impression.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So-
He didn't want to say it in his own voice because he's a coward.
Right, we're doing board games. Text us in 64046 or email russell.6music at
Have I started something?
bbc.co.uk.
I've been having a pop at...
Stop talking! What you I'm trying to do a link and tell people they can email in board games. And
You don't enjoy the links, though, do you?
Yeah, I don't mind. What are you on about?
I was just going to have a pop at
All I
Sandy
heard was...
Toxvig again.
Oh, Sandy Toxvig, why is that?
I don't know. I've been having a pop at her for weeks. She hasn't come back on it.
She's not
I
going to
reckon no
cut
one
these
listens to
things.
this.
Don't happen.
Let's have a celebrity a week we have a dig at and see if anything comes of it.
All right. Name somebody.
Well, we do Sandy Toxvig this week.
I quite like her. She looks a bit like Gwildor off Masters of the Universe.
Well, that's not something nice to say about someone, is it?
Yeah, well, no, I like Gwildor. I think he's fantastic. So, Sandy, I like you.
Yeah.
And I like your alter ego.
While
I
we're
know
doing
your game.
While we're doing things of the week, people keep emailing in where they've seen the Dyson Airblade hand dryer.
Oh,
I think we
this
should have
obsession.
the hand dryer of the week. Someone's
Yeah.
emailed this week. Hey John, I'll be at work when you get this, but thought you'd like to know that I got extremely excited when I made my way into the Lady Lou's at Voodoo Bar in Leamington, and they had a Dyson Airblade. So if you're in the Leamington area, check out the Voodoo Bar.
Yeah, that's mainly for the girls. Don't
As
have
soon
any
as
boys-
I spotted it, she says, I did the pointy crouch thing and made a wah noise. All the other ladies in the loo didn't understand and carried on drying their hands using loo roll. Cretins.
Well, no, they're not, are they? Because what's happened there is you've got a girl going, "Rah!" with a hand dryer. That's not correct behaviour.
Well, I'm
hand dryer.
encouraging it.
I know. I've only picked up on this recently. I don't even use hand dryers. I just wipe on the back of my jeans.
Yeah, and not water either.
No, exactly. Anyways, we had the Loro text in.
Oh, yeah.
No, we haven't.
That's a weird text.
Yeah, I know. It's here. Sorry.
L-O-L-O-L-O.
No, it's not that one either. This is here it is. It's
Too
down.
much paper in it.
Stop it, John.
White tape in this society.
Don't talk like that.
I just want to talk on the radio. I got all these signs to form.
Right, somebody here was reminded of a quality Mark Lawrenson story from a while back when he was playing a charity football match. Good guy.
He's a good guy.
Does his bit for charity.
Saving the world.
A mate of mine went into the change room to take in the teas. Lauro was naked in there, was bending over, drying himself after the shower, and apparently he described himself, and particularly his hairy bum, as looking a bit like Don King in Quicksand. Mark Lawrenson there, phenomenal man.
I tell you what, it's not a day to lose your programme, is it? £10?
You're listening to Russell Howard and John Richardson, the princes of podcasts, soon to be.
Word up.
Although you don't like that. Now we've had
It's
some.
fine, it just indicates there's a king.
I don't think we've ever done this in the show. We've done it 1,000 times. It's
A
high.
slick link?
No, well, obviously, we'll never do that.
Oh,
mate.
look
Although,
at Jude having a good
yeah,
giggle.
she enjoyed that.
I suppose he pays your money, he takes your chance.
That's right, Six Music. Double bubble. Son of a gun. Hi, Russell and John. Have you guys ever revealed your porn star names? It's the game where you take your first ever pet's name and your mum's maiden name. And there's also the Star Wars name where your first ever car and your last prescribed medicine. Do tell. So go on then. You, first pet's name and mother's maiden name.
Moonlight Levy.
Already that's quite good.
Yeah.
Mine's Bonnie Veal. I sound like a folk singer.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds rank.
Yeah.
That is a B-class movie.
Yeah, all right. And you stop it, John. You have to watch me.
Veal?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Star Wars name, first ever car, and last prescribed medicine.
I haven't been prescribed medicine. I'm a very healthy man.
That's not true.
It is true.
Well,
I
think of
it
something
is.
you've taken.
I went about nosebleeds a while ago,
Right.
and he prescribed me something, but I never went and picked it up.
But what's the last medicine you had then? Do it. First car.
I had some cod liver oil yesterday.
All right, first ever car.
Mini Metro.
So Mini Metro cod liver oil. That doesn't really work, does it?
Not such a good game.
I am, I believe, Peugeot Minicin.
Minicin?
Yeah,
What's
Minicin
that
MR.
one?
It's like an anti-acne tablet. I used to take when I was about 15.
You've had medicine since then.
Not prescribed, mate. Oh no,
How
I
did
had
you get rid
those.
of your worms?
John. Wasn't prescribed that. I had to go into Boots and ask for it. Well, you know. Well, you know. And yes, she did say
It was worth getting
horrible.
that job.
It's a horrible moment. What was really awkward about it was my mum found out I had worms from listening to this show. Which
Oh,
should never
really?
happen to a 26-year-old man.
Oh.
You went, hey, tell her what about your worms, Scratchy? And then Mum went, what's all this about you? Have I got worms?
Lucky I didn't mention your win it problem.
John. Actually, no, that's the last one I had, them suppositories.
Oh, the posies, yeah.
So
I've
I-
still got that.
Peugeot Suppository, which is a
Right.
very different name entirely.
Yeah. And a slightly more attractive sounding porn star
Yeah.
name than Veal.
Exactly. John, that's my nan you're talking about. Right. Last night, this is board games. This is from Flage, Montana, which is a wonderful name.
Flage?
Yeah, it says here. Last night we played Hide the Skittles, whereby we hide individual Skittles around the kitchen and made my girlfriend find them. She's a Skittles addict and a diabetic. Don't do
Taste
that.
the rainbow.
Yeah, exactly. This is quite good. A good game for cat owners like me. So if you've got a cat... Oh, before we go any further, down, Jip! A good game
for cat owners. Stink.
Nice, Milton Jones, is to pile stuff on the cat while it's asleep. Start slowly, gently placing TV remotes on the cat's back, adding cigarette boxes, cups, anything to hand until the cat wakes up or jumps with fright. The winner is the person it doesn't, and then it trails off. Presuming the winner is like Buckaroo, the last person to put something on. You ever played any games? I used to do that thing with your dog where you made it look like a seal.
Oh, you did impressions, yeah?
Yeah. What?
Seal, bear, wolf. I used to do.
Yeah. That's really weird.
Pinhead.
I remember the first time I went around John's house and you went, look at this, this'll knock your socks off, and called your dog down. Your fat dog made its way down the stairs. It took an age as it lumbered downstairs, and you just did the wolf in front of me. Look at that, it's a wolf. Are you scared? Are you? Not really, John.
You had your mask on though, didn't you? So luckily you didn't do anything.
I was absolutely fine.
I didn't know he's frightened of Tinky Winky.
Lovely. Have you got any board games, John?
I've got one that's a bit rude. It's called Sweatia.
Right.
Nick's emailed it, and he says what he used to do is when he had to teach sometimes he had to teach his young female cousins and that how to swim. And he says what you do is just every now and again.
Sometimes he had to teach his female
Well, he
cousins.
had to spend time with them and play games or teach them how to play tennis, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He says just talk to him normally, but every now and again just whisper really rude swear words into their ear in the middle of a sentence.
Oh, really?
And carry it on. He says we did these games on family holidays between 97 and 2002. 2007 sees a revival of the family holiday. We're tempted to bring the game out of retirement, but our cousins are now 8, 9 and 13. They probably know words.
Absolutely. Exactly. Hey, guess what, mate? In the next half an hour, we got music from Iggy Pop. I know you're a big fan. It was fantastic. John came in this morning and went, hey, I'll tell you let me get sat down. Oh, I'm watching that bloody Glastonbury last night. Iggy Pop can get something or other over and over, so you're not really up for that. And later on, we're also going to be...
and swearing.
We're chatting to Stephen Merchant, who is at Glastonbury, I believe. So we're going to have a little nat with him to see what's going on.
West Country overload.
It is, absolutely. But it's that time in the show where we find out...
That time?
Yes. No, not... What are you doing? Get your
I thought you meant that time.
Absolutely not, John. This is not the time nor place for your junk. It's the time for the Russ Bot John Bot sketch.
When two friends were torn apart by differing degrees of professional success, they each found solace in replicated robotic versions of the friends they left behind. For differing reasons, these robots became separated from their human owners. Now, united by a search to complete themselves, will our heroes find their way home? As we join Botwatch.
You little studs! Nicking my booze, is it? Well, let's see how much you can steal from me once I put you in this briefcase and load you in the back of Mad Colin's truck.
Oh, my f***ing head!
Oh, hello.
Oh, no, we didn't, did we?
No, we did not. Not that you didn't try. I spent the whole night crying.
It's probably what set me off. Beers and tears, my only weakness. Where the are we?
Don't you remember what happened? You stole booze from the Monkey Tavern, and Kenny locked us in this briefcase with a man ominously titled Mad Colin. We've been moving all night.
What did I say to Kenny when we left?
You said, I hope your mum's fall off.
I am very good.
How are we gonna get out?
Chill out, bud. I escaped from Alcatraz. This'll be no bother.
How'd you escape from Alcatraz?
Oh, you don't want to know, kid. You don't want to know.
And that completes the Alcatraz tour. Do we have any questions? Okay, sure, the shiny midget at the back.
I got a question, pal. How'd you want to die?
I'm sorry, sir?
You heard, I'm muscling in on the snout racket, and there ain't all you can do about it, Cupcake.
I don't understand, sir. If you haven't enjoyed the Alcatraz experience, you can speak to my manager.
Speak to me!
I want out!
Hang on.
Bot blade activated.
Thank you, Sonia. I don't know how she got inside me, but I'm glad she did. Stand back, little fella.
Oh, thank all the lordies. Now, where are we?
Wait! Bot nav activated.
Thank you once again, Sonia.
You are currently in
Wait for it. Looks like, I reckon, Stockpot.
Paris.
Well, me. I could have sworn it was Stocky. Still, there's bound to be plenty of skirt around. Let's bounce.
No! All you want to do is drink and sniff women. I'm so hungry. You spare any change, mate? Le con, imbécile. Il faut gagner de l'argent. Help us. We ain't got nothing. I'm so cold. We need money, we need food, and we need help.
We need to play to our strengths.
Our strengths?
Well, I speak French, a DJ, and you, my friend, are a randy little idiot. J'ai une idée magnifique, Sonia.
Bot mobile activated.
Bonjour, Claude, you dirty bastard. C'est moi? Listen, I'm in Paris. Long story. I know. Yeah? Listen, you still got the club? Yeah, well, I found your new Wednesday night act. Yeah? Oh, we'll do the lot.
What's going on?
We're gonna make you into a star, Sunshine. You do a bit of dancing, and we get a weekly wage.
No way, that sounds weird.
Trust me. I'm not gonna leave you, kid. I know you've been let down in the past, and I know I can be difficult to be around sometimes. But believe me when I say all I want is to be able to get you where you want to be. I'll work me balls off if that's what's needed. But right now, I need your help. I need you to be strong for me. Can you do that?
I suppose so, if you need me to.
Yeah, I knew I could count on you. Now come on, you're on stage in 10. We need to get you into some leathers and made up real nice. It's Wednesday night, you've come here for a good time, and I'm here to make sure you have one. Put your French hands together and welcome to the stage. He's magnetised, don't be afraid to throw coins. Monsieur Russel, how hard? The police party, you dance, you sexy
Join us next week to find out whether Russell's botty booty will be enough to get our heroes onto a train, or whether the dancing will continue.
Shake it, don't dish your bad son.
We've got, I guess this is probably the last one. We'll wrap it up now.
Let's wrap it up now.
You want to wrap it up now?
We can do this one and then we're wrapping it up.
There might be some good. This is a bit weird though, right? This is Morning Gents. This is a game called Hobnob, which you can play in the studio. You'll need one packet of hobnobs, and you need to be wearing boxers which do not have loose leg holes. Intrigued?
I'm a bit loose today.
Oh, my pants are riding particularly high. Right, so I can do that. I've got loose pants.
Right.
How to play? We have to sit in a circle. Somebody can do this at home and then tell us how it goes.
All right.
So if you sat at home, get some hobnobs.
Get your hobnobs out.
Get some very loose pants on. You ready?
Tight pants.
No. Wearing boxers which do not have. You're right. They have to be tight pants. You have to play sit in a circle. Number 2, share out the hobnobs equally amongst the players. Crush the hobnobs that belong to the player on your right-hand side to your preference on how big the hobnob bit should be, keeping the hobnobs separate, i.e. if you have 3 hobnobs, you should have 3 piles of crushed hobnobs.
Right.
Then you put the hobnobs one biscuit at a time down your pants. If you're close friends, down each other's.
Sounds like a waste of a packet of hobnobs to me.
I'm with you there, John. Just dunk them in. But listen, number 5, when you cannot stand the crumbs anymore, you have to yell, "My knob is hobbed." The winner is the last person to shout this out so that they can either have the most biscuits down their pants if others have given up, or if all biscuits have been used, then it's the person who withstands them the longest. Sounds fun.
That sounds ridiculous. Oh, I couldn't stand that. Crumbs down me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
How'd you come up with a game like that? That's what's fantastic about that.
Loneliness.
It's a public school.
Public school is a fair point.
2 for 1 on hobnobs, probably.
Nah, listen to you, always thinking of the bargain. But somebody must have done that at one stage, just crush some pants and put them down their pants. And then
Crush some biscuits.
I'm not just playing, not crush pants, but crush biscuits down their
I can
pants.
stand that pants down my pants.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Exactly, but I'm...
Health and safety.
Absolutely, but...
Double layered.
This is not a game I want to play on my own. I want to get friends around to do it.
Yeah.
That first time you play it...
Well, that's the competitive element, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the jeopardy, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
It sounds very much like a BBC Three show that should be fronted by Vernon Kay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hobnobs.
Yeah. This week, we're fringing off into custard creams.
Oh, no, you're not doing that.
Why not?
Oh, it's much worse.
Hobnobs, they're scratchy, I bet.
Absolutely, you're right. Yeah, we should probably wrap up. The idea
The
was-
hobnobs.
Yeah.
It's just the word hobnob,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
'Cause
upsetting me.
It really?
Is it?
Okay, fair enough.
Bourbon.
Yeah, let's attack her.
Yeah.
You know how to.
Them
excite
wafers.
a girl.
Trio.
What are the pink wafer ones? They're the best.
Oh, pink wafers.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Is that genuinely what they're called?
Yeah.
That's a rubbish name.
Yeah.
It can't be just pink wafers.
What are those digestives with chocolate on? Well, they said, I was listening to the radio on the way in this morning, so there's not a lot in
You're
the papers
obsessed. Were you
today.
listening to those fellas again?
Oh, no, I didn't have LBC on today. I had 5 Live.
Nice.
Naturally, a bit of brand.
Yeah.
John Ketley did the worst pun today. He always does. They go to the weather and he tries to refer back to what they've just been talking about,
Yeah.
and often it's rubbish. Today they were chatting about speed cameras, and they went, "No, it's over to the weather with John Ketley." And he went, "Yeah, the weather's very much in the fast lane, I'm afraid." Utterly rubbish. It meant nothing. But then they said there's not a lot in the papers, but I beg to differ in today's Sunday People. A man spent 27 hours wandering around a supermarket without buying anything. The 34-year-old turned up at Asda at 6:45am on Wednesday and walked up and down the aisles for hours without a trolley or a basket.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
It wasn't in Swindon. Worried staff called cops, but they said he'd done nothing wrong. The man only left at 10am the next day when police called for a second time and said that he'd been reported missing and took him home. A worker at the store in Benton Tyneside said he wasn't aggressive, just had a vacant, cold look.
Christ.
I get like that in supermarkets. You just forget what you've gone in for, so you
There's
just
so
stare
much
at the
choice.
fish.
There's so much choice, John. 27 hours.
27 hours, he didn't buy anything.
That's clearly a prank with his mates.
And how are you getting this? I mean, you're a fan who we just chatted about biscuits. This is going to get you going.
Well, no, we can chat about that story for longer. 27 hours.
Yeah.
In a supermarket. That must be a prank. There's no way.
Or a breakdown.
Yeah, exactly. But then I guess you can't move them along unless they, start doing stuff.
Yeah.
How can you...
That is the flaw with 24-hour supermarkets.
And was he constantly walking around? He didn't sit down or anything like that?
No, I think he had a browse, just wandered around.
Flipping it. Choice you got today. I once saw something fantastic in a Tesco. Quite an old lady filled her trolley up full of stuff, full of, lots of kind of paraphernalia and food and tins. And
Marifat peas.
Lots of that, John. And then... As while I was working at Tesco at the time as a trolley boy.
You were a trolley collector,
I was,
weren't you?
and I was looking at this trolley and thought, oh, she's filling that up. Yeah, that's one of my favourites. And then, apropos nothing, just left it and just walked out. It was just, you could obviously, she went, I was hungry an hour ago, but now, and just sauntered out the shop, and everyone didn't know what to do. But it was clearly a sort of an old lady prank she was playing.
No coincidence that we play a dictionary and you use the phrase apropos of nothing.
Absolutely.
Don't think that slipped by.
Here we go. Right, stop. Say when.
Go.
Rod with tapered ends, used in spinning wool, etc. by hand. Or a revolving pin or axis.
A revolving pin or axis.
We're playing the dictionary game. Dun, dun,
I
dun.
should know this.
1, 2, 3, spindle.
Spindle.
What was the other news story?
Greedy caterers
go on.
at Royal Ascot were charging £1.90 for a single chocolate biscuit yesterday.
John, that's more than you tip a cab driver.
I know, £1.90 for a single chocolate biscuit.
Yeah.
That's outrageous. I say more for you if you pay £1.90 for a single chocolate biscuit.
Imagine that, you at Ascot, just somebody going, chocolate biscuits, I do like a £1.90. Get out of my sight. £1.90. Have you ever been to the races?
No.
That's horrible. Because everyone moans at the horse. That's what I don't like. I'd it'd be quite good fun to thrash a jockey rather than, it'd be great because you just see them beating the hell out of the
Well, that's the worst thing.
Thwack, thwack, run faster, thwack. And you see the horse going, ow, 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 get off me, you little freak.
The jockey taking all the glory when they win. Yeah, I won a race. Yeah, I didn't see you doing a lot, to be honest.
You just beat up a big animal that you were riding.
Yeah.
It'd be great fun if you could get a jockey really drunk. And
I bet it can be done.
Absolutely. And
I'm no man of science.
And get dressed up as a horse, like a pantomime horse, and sort of wander over to him, and he thinks, it's a bit of a laugh, and then pin him down and beat him for about half an hour.
Right.
And then just kind of go, that's for my boys, it's for my brothers. You up for doing that?
That's jockey abuse.
Yeah.
There are laws governing these kind of things.
Are there really?
You're not allowed to do that kind of thing to jockeys. No. They've got rights. Even though they wear shiny costumes.
I used to have a real fantasy about...
Whoa.
Come on, no. There's a silly idea about if you ever found a jockey... it's a ridiculous idea, but if
under
you found...
your bed.
If you found a jockey asleep in like an orchard...
In the wilderness.
No, in an orchard.
Right, of course.
Then what you had to do was keep him asleep, make sure he's still asleep, and then take him to an empty field, but then replicate the old orchard, but this time do it with bonsai trees, so that he wakes up, thinks he's a giant, you nip out and go, ah! again dressed as a horse.
Quite an expensive prank.
It is. Morning, Russell. Morning, John. Love to your mums. It would seem that OCD... Now, remember this from last week? Somebody's got a little cartoon that they've written about John called The Adventures of OCD Boy.
Yeah.
And here it is. Following last week's scintillating adventure amongst the perilous peas of his local supermarket, OCD Boy, John... has decided he needs some R&R to calm the chaos and soothe his soul. Knowing his favourite relaxation technique is to spend time with some of his mates... He quickly whips out his mobile and makes some frantic calls to people who should really have better things to do with their time than attempt to play footy in a small garden in the football challenge town of Swindon.
Fair dues.
She knows a lot about your life. Yeah. Fortunately for OCD Boy, none of his friends lead very exciting lives. That's simply not true. I've met Sir Trevor MacDonald, and before he knows it, he has a queue of friends on his doorstep, insisting that he provides them with beer and food. False. Fearing a riot, John quickly escapes to the kitchen to rustle up one of his infamous dinner party recipes. Wrestling with his 100 Things to Do with Sprouts book, he quickly produces the most sumptuous meal known to man. Pot noodle. The amassed hordes of hungry young men bucks, tuck into the glorious grub, and the riot is quickly averted. OCD Boy can once again rest easily as his superhero powers ensure that all is well in the world.
What you do with a Brussels sprout is just
Take it away.
Put it in a stew. People never use it in a stew. They think it's a vegetable with a Sunday dinner and nothing else. Lovely in a stew, like little tiny cabbages.
Yeah, take that, Brussels sprout haters.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in a stew.
If you cook them, then fry them off with some bacon.
Why not? That sounds rancid.
Nice, lovely
Sprouts
stuff.
and bacon. Do you used to like liver and onions? That's another horrible.
Liver and onions.
Liver and onions, how's it
No, I didn't.
Well, now we've got Stephen Merchant on the line. Hello, Stephen.
Hello there, Russell and John. How's it going?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you fine, yes.
Perfect.
Now Stephen is in Glastonbury. Do you want to tell everyone, describe what's in front of you so you can take us there?
I am in a tiny little portable studio.
Right, okay.
Is that evoked everything for you?
We're there. I'm sorry, we're there.
Yeah, before we move on to talk about Glastonbury, last week I came in to do my show. You had spilt tea all over the desk. It was ruined. I had to move into a tiny little portable studio, and the whole thing ruined my mood. I was in a terrible mood. And also, what if I had had some important BBC dignitaries, and maybe a mayor or a rabbi or something coming in?
Yeah, those BBC rabbis.
BBC rabbis, you've got to impress them.
I can only apologise. The reason why it happened, Stephen,
is it because you're a broadcasting amateur and you had hot coffee by controls?
Well, that's one of the points. But my friend John and I have quite a close relationship, and I let him down on a regular basis. So I was trying to buy him a Teddy Ruxpin from eBay.
Right.
And whilst trying to put in a last-minute bid, I slipped and the coffee went everywhere. And the only thing that saved it, apparently, was the fact I didn't have sugar in my coffee.
Yeah.
So
really? The Six Music would have gone off air. It would have sunk without trace if you'd had sugar.
Apparently so. So I can only apologise for that. Now, to get back to Glastonbury, what's been your highlight? Have you enjoyed it? Because we spoke to you a little... You didn't sound particularly into it.
Well, I tell you, my highlight is going away each night from the from the Glastonbury site.
Oh, are you cheating? You're not staying in a tent?
Well, if by tent you mean 200-year-old country hotel,
lovely stuff.
Then yeah. But obviously I'm far too successful and complacent to rough it anymore. Although I have done twice in the past. But I have to say, it. You know, I know everyone whinges about the mud, but it is hard work after 3 days. It's very hard to move around anywhere, and I suppose it just means that it's something of a chore to trudge your way to the John Peel tent to see, Mum Ra or whoever it might be. So that's the disappointing thing. But there's a good atmosphere still. There's a kind of nice sort of British resilience, which I'm quite pleased about.
And who have you seen that you really enjoyed?
I really enjoyed the Arctic Monkeys on Friday night. They were dynamite. What's amazing about them is they sort of come from nowhere, but they have got a great sense of showmanship. They don't do much. They don't run around the stage and stuff, but they just know how to work the crowd. Yeah. And so I thought they were dynamite, and I've still got some of their songs rattling around in my head.
Well, because they were criticised a little while ago for not putting on... I remember reading in some magazine they didn't put on a show, as it were, and that they preferred it to be quite grassroots and getting the audience singing along. But really, that's all you want to do, isn't it? You just want to hear them sing and join in with the chorus.
Well, I'm generally not a fan of the sort of people that come on and go, hi, we're blood tissue, and they just don't speak for another hour,
Yeah.
But they just, I don't know about the Arctic Monkeys, it's partly because the songs are so good and there's such a great energy about them, and as you say, they come on at the beginning and they don't even have to say anything, and the music starts, the audience is already singing along, they just let the audience kind of ease themselves into it, and it's just got an amazing, I don't know, I just thought there was a way, there's a sort of professionalism to it, and a kind of almost a premeditated slickness that I quite admired. But then you've got on the other side, you've got Iggy Pop, running around with his shirt off, baiting people to come onto the stage, and
I'll be honest, Stephen, John's not a massive fan of Iggy Pop, are you, John?
I think he just needs to calm down a little bit. He had his time. It's no good getting angry now. He's moved on. We've all moved on.
He's been sticking it to the man since 1968, and so far the man appears to have taken it and gone about his business quite happily.
It would be fantastic just to see John with a loud hailer go,
Hey, Iggy, just sit down.
He was swearing all over Jonathan Ross yesterday. Just calm down. Just let your music do the talking. And if your music is I want to be your dog, then admit you haven't got that much to say.
Well, he encouraged a stage invasion, which was later reported as a riot.
Oh, really? And did you join in? Did you invade the stage?
This is one of those frustrating things where I tried to have my cake and eat it, so I thought I've enjoyed Iggy, I'll hot-foot it to the Killers.
Yeah.
On my way to the Killers, obviously, I've missed all the excitement. You know, Iggy's probably got his trousers off and, you know, is slashing his chest.
Yeah.
And I'm trudging my way to the Killers. I get to the Killers, that's all a bit interminable. I trudge back. Iggy's going, thanks very much, good night.
Oh, no.
So, so I sort of I've missed sort of all of the exciting moments that I've heard tell of. I've sort of missed, basically, through sort of negligence or apathy.
And two last questions. First of all, what's in your show? Jude's just scribbled that down. What's in your show today?
Thank you very much. We've got lots of music recorded here. We've got the Claxons, we've got Lily Allen, we've got a bunch of other people I can't remember. We've got, hopefully, Billy Bragg coming in and playing for us, also Willie Mason.
Oh, lovely stuff.
And also we'll be talking to the Kaiser Chief. So hopefully, perhaps I'll be slightly more evocative than I've been today on you. Obviously, I'm saving my
absolutely
my kindling.
And the very last question: what's the oddest sight you've seen? There's lots of strange, things.
I think the oddest sight: Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Wearing a pair of sunglasses with one lens missing.
Really?
Enjoying Babel Shambles.
Just nodding along.
Just nodding along to Baby Shambles. You're not going to expect to see that.
No, you don't get to see that often enough.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Stephen. Have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy your hotel, and we'll see you soon. Have a good show.
Best.
You're listening to Six Music with me and my friend John.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
All right. How are you getting on?
Yeah, not too bad.
You ran upstairs to get your little biscuits.
No, I
then,
did.
Didn't you?
Yeah,
what biscuits did you get? I noticed you didn't share them around.
Oh, you can have some.
No, I don't want your biscuits. This is unbelievable. I get Rufus Wainwright to record you a trail and we have a conversation about what you're going to do for me. You won't even go to the bother of offering me a digestive.
I've nearly ruined radio for you.
Go on.
I got you on the show.
Unbelievable. Well, good luck with it. And Adam Deneen joining in. It's a complete
Hey, fine, it's all right. I helped Oliver out. Of course you can have more. But yeah, I'm getting you that Teddy Ruxpin. It's on its way. And next week, my God, I've got a show for you. And I'm going to have to get stuff for Adam Deneen because it's going to be his last week on the show for a while. Which is really depressing. We've only just found out. Hey?
Good riddance.
Good riddance, he says. Turn him down. It's all right, we don't need him. Thank you very much, CSS. They were at Glastonbury, and I'll tell you what stage they're on, John. They're on the other stage.
As if I give one.
You...
Are you not doing your new show with your new girlfriend?
Oh, John, please behave yourself. There you go. I'll tase you.
No.
For a bit of tasering?
It's just a sound effect. He's not even tasering me.
Oh, you're no fun anymore. How about this will get you back?
We're working with amateurs.
Yeah,
a little bit, and something that this isn't for. This is not for the people at home, but John can enjoy that.
Pictures of Jennifer Ellison.
There you go. Is that making you happier?
Well, yeah. It's not making me want to do the show anymore, though. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Got my car outside. I could be up there in half hour.
John, please.
I mean,
John.
I meant Liverpool.
Oh, John. Oh, God, John.
I meant Liverpool.
Oh.
I couldn't be at
In
Liverpool.
a car, John.
Oh, unbelievable.
Why?
So it was the last half hour you turn. First half hour, last half hour you turn on me.
Oh.
It's fine. I'll just come in 10:30 till 12:30.
It's just shift work.
You can do a link with Jude for the first half hour and then a link with Stephen Merchant, your new bum chum, for the last half hour.
Oh!
I'll just...
Bum chum is a phrase I feel like we're at school again. It's great.
You've got some learning to do, pal, so it's just as well.
Well, you're not coming around my house to play bikes. So suck eggs.
Well, I know what...
Yeah. You and me used to be bum chums.
That's not true.
We ain't bum chums no more. Son of a gun.
This has got tense, hasn't it?
It's not tense at all. It's fine. What should we do this week? I'm going to make it up for you.
You said this last week.
Oh, well.
And I got a fictional Teddy Ruxpin that hasn't arrived yet.
It's going to arrive. It's at my parents' house.
Right.
I haven't changed my eBay address to my new house.
Right.
I'll get that for you, and I'm going to get other stuff.
Right.
What would you like?
I don't want to have to tell you.
I don't know what you like.
Yes, you do, because I keep mentioning it. I like hating stuff.
Yes.
Get me something to hate. Oh, I can smell them biscuits.
Right. It's now time to go to a song. But what would you like?
I don't know. I don't really want for anything. I want surprises and nice things. I want company.
Right, okay. Company and surprises. I've got just the idea. Hey, John, listen to this, right? Guys, the text we've had in from Kim and Vic, who've... I always find that funny when people text in together As a duo.
They're just showing off because they're happy in a relationship.
mate.
It's from Vic and Jean, just baking biscuits.
Hey, that anger's got to stop, mate.
Why? Oh, I had a right go at some couples last night at the gig. Happy, are you? And
Stop, whoa. Yeah, that's not
Calm down, it's alright.
I'm going to make you so...
There's always Crispies.
I'm going to make... There is more than Chris's Cocoa Pops and Ricicles. I'm going to make you so happy that your hair won't be curly anymore.
Oh, really?
Imagine that. Imagine if he was... Wouldn't that be lovely if you came in just with these locks just hanging... You're right, I've been to the garden centre, I've bought a new gnome.
You text as a group, though, don't you? I've had texts from you, says from Russ, Snap, Crackle and Pop.
There you go. Guys, loving the show from Kim and Vic, but why is the webcam not on? John, do you want to tell him?
Well, Russell's had his bits out.
I've had my bits out.
You've had your bits out, and people can't see that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't the one doing the impression of... Look at me lightsaber. You'll be a Wookiee. I'd rather not. We've got another one. This is really cool.
Warm, feel the force.
Stop it. Hi, guys. Listen to you as always. But this time from the comfort of our camper van at Glastonbury. Sounds pretty cool.
Camper
and then,
what?
Beautifully, someone says, John, you are a pearl of sanity amidst the chaos. That's from Sasha.
It's from who?
Sasha. You can feel the beads around her neck.
Oh,
now,
dear. All this anger has got to stop, mate. Honestly, people are allowed to wear what they want.
They are, mate. Of course they are. But I'm guessing he's gotten a year out. Now, this is the last bit. This is a poem that, again, I think describes you beautifully, right? From Edward Lear, right? Oh, dear, how disgusting is life.
Good.
Excellent. Very good, Leah. Continue. Oh dear, how disgusting is life. To improve it, oh, what can we do? Most disgusting is hustle and strife, and of all things, an ill-fitting shoe. Oh, bother, an ill-fitting shoe.
I'll write a poem for next week.
Yeah.
Let's both write a poem for next week.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put in my little thing for next week, write a hate-filled poem that has nice words in it so people think it's about nice stuff.
Okay.
Right. In fact, what should I call my poem? You can pick the title for my poem now.
Monkey the Fun Duster.
Monkey the Fun Duster, right.
Can you give me a title for mine?
The speed with which you came up with that is incredible.
Let's call it an alter ego.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I want you to write a poem called Daddy or Chips.
Daddy or Chips?
Yeah. From the old adverts.
Well, I'm recording that.
All right.
I'm going to get back in. I might turn it into a sort of a bit of a tune, actually.
You're going to rap it?
Yeah, I might rap it.
Of course you are.
Yeah, I've got a leather jacket, mate.
Yeah, all right then. Well, we'll look forward to that. And same old stuff next week.
Yeah,
what are you up to this week, mate?
This week, my friend, I'm going to take you out somewhere special, make you all happy.
When are you doing that?
I don't know. When do you want to... What are you doing? When are you free this week?
Monday, Tuesday, I've got to write my Edinburgh show.
Okay.
After the troubles we've had this week.
Yeah, we've had troubles.
And then that'll be it. Bit of din-dins.
Wait, yeah.
But you said you were going to take me out last week. This was supposed to be your housewarming this week. This wasn't.
Oh, yeah, well, it's going to be tonight, but you're in Brighton.
It wasn't supposed to be tonight. It was supposed to be last Thursday, and it was supposed to be last Sunday. Well, neither happened. You just drift off.
Well, I'm free tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow?
Writing my Edinburgh show.
Oh, in the evening?
Yeah.
Come round.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, we shouldn't be sorting this live on air.
No, that's no way of ending the show.
Well, let's leave. Let's just go.
Oh, what? No, I didn't swear. I didn't swear. Right, come out the Music Week after Dreaming of You by the fantastic...
Cracking way to leave.
Oh, isn't it just? Mwah.
BBC 6 Music.